Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me first remind the honourable member that this government, the Fiji First government's policies are actually targeted on equality beyond geographical boundaries for the benefit of all Fijians. In fact, the policies are actually focused towards creating greater economic impact for the most vulnerable, and that is irrespective, absolutely irrespective of religion, gender, and ethnicity, sir. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have continued to work hard to create opportunities for Fijians to support and supplement their income, be it in the primary resource sector or such as agriculture or fisheries. Government has also formed strategic partnerships with Vodafone to support micro and small medium enterprises to graduate to e-commerce platform. This has actually increased their customer base, domestic to the larger global distributions. Now, Honourable Speaker, sir, with respect to the tourism sector, sir, while we may not be realizing the benefits of tourism as we did with pre-COVID, we have ensured that we've provided some form of opportunity that benefits not only tourism operators on the mainland, but our maritime islands as well. Last year, we actually pioneered the Blue Lane initiative through the Fijian COVID-safe economic recovery framework to allow a safe restart for Fiji's growing blue tourism industry. And we welcomed about 133 yachts, and there was about 600 odd passengers and crew. While we actually started this in Port Denera and extended it to Sabsavu to share the socio-economic benefits in the Northern Division. And Mr. Speaker, sir, our findings in our 2020 yacht survey showed that while these yachts spent money on fuel and marine dockage and other essential repairs, they also generated income for the local communities through purchase of souvenirs and yacht provisioning services and supermarket shopping, and also for recreational activities. So while the sales of handicrafts, Honourable Speaker, sir, may no longer be the primary source of income, it is through this particular pathways, like the Blue Lanes, which has allowed for substitute income for these maritime communities. Also, sir, under the leadership of our Honourable Prime Minister, the government has been supporting maritime-based businesses even before the COVID-19 pandemics, and we continue to support them in the post-COVID era. And the assistance we provide to our maritime residents with the opportunity to generate income from their primary trades and also alternative livelihood programs. So we have had targeted income generating programs such as the IHRDP, which I mentioned before, and then we've got the MSME concessional loans, and that have offered much needed support to our MSMEs, not only to survive but to improve their livelihood. So when we talk about MSMEs, we don't just talk about the mainland. There are a lot of MSMEs that actually exist also in the maritime sector. For example, say in 2015, the IHRDP assisted women in Vanuatu with two separate projects, and this was the Daku District Women's Project and the Tavuda Women's Project. These projects supported a total of about 60 odd women with the establishment of a business centre, and that functioned as a collection for a centre of handicrafts, etc., and a training centre and also a manufacturing site for weaving. So the Tavuda women were assisted with a fiberglass boat and an outboard engine, sir, which allowed them to diversify into the fishing sector. And the total assistance given to them was about $76,000. At one point in time, these women were able to generate income of about $500 per month. And another community income generated project was provided in 2017 to the VIA, Organic Virgin Coconut Oil Ginger Project, and total cost was about $69,000. This kind of assistance allowed them to procure electronic scrapers and VCO filters, coconut presses and goat fencing and generators and seedlings and hardware materials. The project has actually directly assisted, Honourable Speaker, sir, 320 people and further direct assistance to about 80 individuals. We've got about 100 odd crafters under our Fijian Made by Fijian campaign, and through this we're actually allowing or providing greater market access for them. So these are just some examples, Honourable Speaker, so of our assistance to those in the maritime zone. There are many other projects in the pipeline as we continue to outreach and to support business ideas and livelihoods. The franchise scheme that we have actually links all the regions together, sir, and the link to these regions would not be serviced if the government had not provided subsidies through the franchise scheme. We've got commercial operators also operating the uneconomical routes. So they actually have a chain that exists. Vessel operators within the government franchise scheme as far as Vanuatu in northern Lao, route Lakemba in upper southern Lao, Kambara, Ongai, Onoi Lao in the lower southern route. So as you can see, so we will continue to capitalize on the incentives provided for in the budget. So whether it's regulatory relief such as fishing licensing, etc., or income generation programs, we will continue to provide as much support as we can. Thank you very much. I hope that answers the questions.